in the Lopam, asking for an adjournment because they had another case. I believe this is the case, the one I just mentioned, the one at the appellate court. They had another case that they had to attend to, similar to what would have transpired at the Federal High Court. So June 24 will be the next day of hearing. For the appellate court, June 20 will be the next year. Next time we would get to hear the case. But it's really interesting, like I said. What are your thoughts? Moving on now to the next big story. What do I have for you? Now let's delve into the oil and gas sector. And we've talked about the oil and gas, a couple of times this week. And Dangote has been the one pushing the conversation when we talk about oil and gas, talking about the refineries and why it's not working. We've been told why it's not working. It's not working because, I'll tell you more about that because Dangote is still in the news. But this time around, it is the senator who I think is the person in charge of the committee, the oil and gas committee at the Senate. I'm talking about Ifeanyi Ubah, who has come out to now say, hey, Nigerians, be patient. How did they say during Buhari's time? Is it calm down? Is he calm down? Is it what Femi Adesina said at the time? Please be coming down. There's a way they used to put it, but I can't remember right now. But however, he has asked Nigerians to be patient. Nigerians should calm down because very soon, we're not going to meet the Lord on this case, but we're going to have the refineries work, and the refineries will help reduce the cost of petrol, will help reduce the inflation in the society. Now, according to the cable publication, refineries will soon operate at full capacity, and this is once again coming from Ifeanyi Ubah. Now, he is the representative at the Senate for Anambra South, and he is the chairman of the Senate Committee on Petroleum Downstream. And he said very soon, the refineries will work. Now, it is worthy of note, as seen online, that the government has reportedly spent about 10 trillion naira to fix the country's refineries in the past 10 years, but the facilities are yet to work. They're not working. They're not working at all. And the senator said that the government is taking its time to fix the refinery because it's a gradual process, and so we need to get it right, and the country is getting it right, according to Ifeanyi. And I'm going to quote him. He says, as the chairman of the Senate Committee on Downstream, I can inform you that all our refineries are all kicking and will come into full capacity. This is expected to reduce the price of fuel and the hardships some Nigerians are going through. We have Aliko Dangote refinery that has come on board. The innovations that are coming into the industry and the support that the president is giving to the industry are tremendous. It is a gradual process, but we are getting it right. I urge Nigerians to be patient with us. We are having good tidings. Okay, all right. I think that's where I'm going to stop as it relates to the refinery, because he said all the things, and he said Rome was not built in a day. I've run out of what if questions. I know some people will come after me. I've run out of what if questions. I would not lie, but I really do want the refinery to work, because I do see the massive change it will bring to the country if it does work. One, it will serve as competition for Dangote. Two, it will really do crash down the price of petrol, and people can have a breather from the economic challenges that they are being faced with. And it's sad that not so much is being said about the economic realities that Nigerians have to face. How it is difficult to get tomatoes, for instance. How it is difficult to afford the things that you could easily afford before. How it is difficult to get by on on every day. You have to be extra calculative. You have to be oh my, and nobody's really talking about all of that. And it is what will form part of my conversations the 4 o'clock hour. And I hope Nigerians can vent in a legal way on the show as we try to make the government understand what our economic realities are like and what we experience it. But then to my third big story, I know I've got a commercial coming up in a few seconds time, but I'm going to quickly introduce my third big story still on refineries, and this time Dangote's refinery. And Dangote has come out to say the reason why, so many challenges, man, so many challenges. And guess what? Local and foreign mafia behind all of these challenges. Anyways, I'll tell you about the story when I come back from this commercial. I do have a commercial break. So when I do come back, I will gist some more about what Dangote said. All right, 3:27 p.m. You're listening to Hard Facts. I am Kala Dakorubatabo. Good afternoon to you. Remember, we're live on Facebook, Nigeria Info PH. We're live on YouTube, Nigeria Info PH. We're active on X, Nigeria Info PH. You can also follow me on social media, Dkalada, THEKALADA. All right, so I was reeling out the big three stories on the show today, and I was about telling you what. Sorry about that. I was about telling you what the third big story is for today. And the third big story has got to do with Dangote saying the challenges that his refinery has faced since, it planned to come on board has been majorly as a result of local and foreign mafia. Now, he said his refinery, he's been talking about the benefits of his refinery for most of this week, as recorded in the news. And he's been saying, his refinery will crash the price. Even yesterday he said it. His refinery will crash the price like it has done with diesel. His refinery will also expand to the point where it can store about 5.4 billion barrels of petrol. And so the country will be in a place where it will never have petrol as a problem. And of course, when there is the much availability of such products, the price is likely to crash. He once again gave diesel as an example, saying even when the dollar was high up there, it was able to crash it to somewhere around below 8,200, even below 8,000 naira at some point. And that if his refinery begins, and he has once again shifted the date to sometime in July, maybe is it the first or second week of July, and he's saying that 5.3 billion liters fuel storage facility will be built and Nigeria will be in good hands. However, there are mafias, sector mafias, that are looking to ensure that they don't allow local refining happen. And then I'm thinking, just like on Monday when we talked about it, and I thought, and I publicized what I was thinking at the time. I remember saying to you that if all of these challenges are there for Dangote's refinery, could it be why the local refinery, this local is not the right word, but the state-owned refineries are not working just yet? And does this in any way remove the hope given by Senator Ifeanyi Ubah that the refineries would soon work? Does this in any way remove that hope? Because what he's saying is that these people are fighting, and they're fighting very robustly, very aggressively, and they're making sure that the refinery does not kickstart, because it will remove a lot of food, a lot of profit from a lot of people's pockets. Now, according to the Daily Trust, Africa's richest person, Aliko Dangote, says local and foreign mafia tried several times to sabotage his $19 billion refinery from coming to fruition. This is as he said. He has repaid about $2.4 billion of the $5.5 billion borrowed to build the refinery. According to him, several entities did everything to sabotage the 650,000 barrels per day facility. Now, he spoke on Wednesday at the Afrexim Bank annual meetings and Afri-Caribbean Trade and Investment Forum in Nassau, the Bahamas. Dangote said he was aware that resistance would always exist, but he did not anticipate it to being so harsh. Well, I'm quoting him now. I knew that there would be a fight, but I didn't know that the mafia in oil, they are stronger than the mafia in drugs. I can tell you that. Yes, it is a fact. The local and foreign mafia tried several times to sabotage the refinery from coming to fruition, he said. The businessman who tagged himself a fighter throughout his life said the mafias had tried several times to defeat him. But I'm a person that has been fighting all my life, I think it is part of my life, he said. Now, I think I do like it better the way the Channels News put it. But I just can't seem to find where I stored that report. So I'm going to keep on reading from the Daily Trust. And I think I got to the part where he said, and I think that, I think that is the process that we are not really going through. But the truth is that, yes, the country, the sub-region, and also the continent, Sub-Saharan Africa, need this refinery. So you expect them to fight through non-supply of crude, non-purchase of products. But I think it is all temporary. We will get there. And I'm thinking, once again, if the richest man in Africa, who's got businesses all across Africa, can have such amount of resistance, as reported by the dailies today, quoting him to have said something at, a business summit in the Bahamas, then you want to think, you want to really think, and you want to really, is there hope for the local refineries? I'm going to open the phone lines now. I think I've been talking for too long. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, and 0817-923-0007. What is on your mind? I'd like to get to hear from you. I've got a lot of messages on WhatsApp, a lot of messages, and let's start with this one. This one says, good afternoon, Mr. Kalada. Appeal court. My system is freezing, I guess. Oh, is it frozen now? All right, my not today. This one says, court judgment, Nigerians are waiting. Oh, that's all you said, and I wonder why it took the computer so long to open that message. But this one says, if the longer awaited refinery comes up, as they keep saying, will there be any need to celebrate it? Or who do we hail for its coming back to life? A good question there. This one says, Canada, I think Dangote may be correct in his statement, having seen the attitude of oil dealers allegedly fighting against local refineries. Nicholas Erasmus with that one. And Mike says, good afternoon, Canada. How can a refinery work when even the NNPCL also have shares in the Dangote refinery? The state-owned refinery will only work after those who have invested in Dangote refinery get their profits. Everything you hear about the state-owned refinery working soon is just to make the masses feel they are doing something about it. Mike from Thai. All right, Clinton from Bori, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Canada, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Clinton.
Yeah, I want to say that it takes a mafia to know a mafia.
Really?
So there's Dangote is a mafia.
I may not agree with you on that one. It doesn't take a mafia to know a mafia. I mean, we come here every day and we talk about bad governance. Have we ever been in government to know? Have we ever been bad government officials? And so these are some of the issues. I mean, it takes one who has gone through an ordeal to know what he's facing, right?
It's all right. But the truth of the matter is that what he posited is the truth. Because since they promised the operation of our refineries, up to date, it has not functioned. So I think if our refineries can come on stream, enormous benefits will come from there. Because the price of power, electricity will also go down, transportation will go down. And we keep on saying this, that the petroleum product controls virtually everything in our economy. And if that is addressed, the hospitals will charge less. That means you pay less for health. You pay less for transportation. You pay less for power. So Nigerians we're waiting. We know that the president is a listening president. We want our refineries to work.
All right.
The Dangote refinery is about 650,000 capacity. That's huge. If we have that with the modular refineries working in Nigeria, I think we address the issue of PMS in Nigeria. Then on the rivers issue at the appeal court, I think a lot of interpretations have been given to this declaration given by the court. Status quo, what does it mean? Does it mean that Martin Zame will remain speaker? Or does it mean that the other Jumbo should continue as speaker when the matter have been determined? So I think that the court should be able to give a clear-cut proclamation whenever they are giving their proclamation, so that Nigerians don't misinterpret it. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. I've got Robin from Iche. Robin, welcome. What is on your mind? Please tell me.
Kalada, my brother, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Happy, pleasant weekend.
Yeah, same to you. I'm looking forward to it.
Kalada, I've never been on the same page with you each time I say we're conquered people.
I've never argued with you, actually.
You used to argue.
I said I'm not a conquered person. I've not argued if you are or not.
Good and fine. But you're beginning to see it. Let me explain to you how we are conquered people.
All right.
As you read the words of Dangote, it does not make impact. If you have listened to the voice tape, or if you have played the tape, you see the pain the man is taking and explaining those things you read. You understand that really Nigerians were conquered people. Do you recall that when the president came on board, he told us that few cabals are controlling our oil and our
which of the presidents?
And I was going to dismantle them.
You mean Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Okay.
He said so. Has he been able to do that? The answer is no. When he told us last year the refinery will work by December, I told you, I never believed. You were begging us to believe, supposing it work. Has it worked? They know themselves. The president has in the tip of his hand the information as regards our oil industry. Canada, if you go to our sea, you see vessels. Most of them as big as 3 football fields. What are they doing? They are collecting our oil, tapping them from NPC lines and taking them abroad. Is the president not aware? He's not aware. They know. They want to continue to steal this oil and give us hope.
Right.
Renewed hope. What is renewed hope?
Right.
25 years of democracy. We cannot have light. We cannot have our refinery working. Good afternoon, Canada. Have a pleasant weekend, the farmer.
All right, Robin, the farmer. Thank you. Eric from Ada George. Eric Walker, what is on your mind?
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
I am almost fed up with the country.
Oh, please don't be. Stay with me, please.
There is no promise made that has been kept. But what breaks my heart most is when they spend such huge sums on turnaround maintenance of our refineries, nothing happens. I remember when Dangote was about to come on scene, there was high hope and expectation that this man, when he comes on board, can even begin to fetch fuel and the diesel and the kerosene almost at rate free of charge. And today the man has come on board, it's another story. Now they say when he starts working on it, this one will come. I don't understand. Is it that policies are wrong, or that government is deliberately suffering this, or there is an international connection with all these things? It has defied every known and the unknown economic and management and accounting scientific procedures. And Nigeria continues to, work on hope and things continue to get worse and worse and worse. Honestly, I think people who are asking for revolution are not too far from the only solution.
All right, thank you very much, Eric. I've got to go. No revolution on the show. Raymond from GRA, welcome. What's on your mind, please?
Okay, good afternoon.
Yeah, Raymond, welcome.
Oh, okay. Now, with this refinery, you see, like you rightly said, if the richest man in Africa is complaining that they are mafia somewhere, there's this word that usually say, after God, the next power is government. Because I don't believe this mafia they're talking about is his fellow businessmen. If it's fellow businessmen, it has to be about exchange. These mafia people have ties in the government.
So you know all of it. No, I'm coming, Raymond. Wait, I want to say, yeah, I'm not arguing with you, but I want to paint a picture for you. You know, all over the world, right? They have people who have so much money, companies, industries, rich men who go and lobby governments across the world. I don't know if you've heard stories like that, and sometimes they're able to lobby government officials. But I mean, with Binance, for instance, you must have heard the story, the allegation that some government officials had met them to pay a certain amount, and their problems would have disappeared into thin air. So maybe Dangote is referring to these lobbyists, these people who have some kind of hold on certain kinds of authorities, both locally and internationally.
This is what it is. You come out to say the government or people.
I don't know. I'm confused.
Having in mind that they went to court after an order has been given, and they said they are seeking that order be stayed. Said, look, we want to hear the merit of this matter and fix a new I will not say.
Before you can move on to the refineries,
give me my time.
That is your own interpretation of things. I mean,
that is the interpretation of how
things are like I said,
not my own.
JJ, I mean, there is confusion, and once you drop some other person, but JJ, if you listen to me,
you have the right to get confused.
JJ, if you listen to me, you would understand. I listen to you.
Jumbo is in charge, as said.
All right.
But the appeal court until we hear the merit of this matter.
Now,
okay, fine.
JJ, I've listened to you, so listen to me. Now, I've said that is your own interpretation in the sense that we've had several lawyers argue these things. We've had several people call and argue these things. I'm on the neutral side. I want the matters to be done with, whether I maintain status quo or not. I want the cases solved and done with. So I'm just saying that is your own opinion.
Did they give them any stay?
Did he give them any what?
Did they give them any stay of execution?
No. We didn't mention stay of execution.
So nothing has changed now.
All right then.
This is not.
Move on to the next one, please. Yeah.
Telling us that refineries will work. I like people who put their mouth where their money is. Can Ubah take his neck and say, look, if the refinery don't work by so time, I will resign from the Senate. I'm tired of all this refinery working here. See, our people say something. That if the basket is not ashamed, then the people who carry, or the person who carry the basket should be ashamed. I listened to Akpabio the other time when he was praising Dangote to high heaven, saying that Nigerians or politicians or whoever should be ashamed of themselves. Canada, I'll tell you a very short story. A little boy that lives in a compound came out and was saying that, look, all the women that live in this compound that he lives right now, that they are all wish. Because one woman provoked him.
In summary, JJ.
That his mother also lives in the same compound. That's the same thing that Fabio told us. But for the Ubah story and the refinery working, see, production is incomplete until it gets to the final consumer. If I don't see product, I will not believe any of them. I'm tired of putting my heart into things I don't know.
All right.
Please, my heart is too fragile.
All right, thank you very much, JJ. No, I've got to go. Wala from Uyibo. Welcome, Wala. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I want to comment on the issue of court giving order for status quo to be maintained. I am very, very confused on that statement.
JJ feels like he has explained it, so maybe you would want to call JJ and ask him what he has explained.
Okay, no problem.
All right, then. All right. Because I don't have the explanation to that one as well. But let's take a listen to this and let's hear what the person has got to say.
Good afternoon, Mr. Kalada. I want to comment on the issue of the status quo as ordered by the appeal court. I think I'm not a barrister, I'm not a legal personality, but from the little I have been able to learn from your show and various media, I think the status quo the court ordered to maintain is at the position of the River State High Court. That is the status quo. The River State High Court had ordered Martins Amewule and the 26 order to stop parading themselves as members of the River State House of Assembly, and also declared all their pronouncements null and void. I think that is what the appeal court meant. And the River State High Court also declared Honorable Jumbo as the speaker of the River State Assembly. I think that is the status quo that the appeal court meant. In my understanding of English language, that is what the appeal court meant. Although the legal icons can also correct me if I'm wrong. Then on the Ifeanyi Ubah situation, I think Ifeanyi Ubah has said so much. This is how Kyari, what's that name? Mele Kyari or spoke until I remember in the month of April. Mele Kyari told us in 2 weeks' time. He made that statement on April 14th, and on April 28th, we never heard anything from Mele Kyari till date. He has shut up his mouth. Now it is now the turn of Ifeanyi Ubah. It's like these guys are like in a marathon race. They hand the baton to the next person. Mele Kyari has handed it over to Ifeanyi Ubah, who is the chairman of the petroleum downstream sector, and Ifeanyi Ubah started promising everyone else. It is the same Ubah who promised us that the refineries will work next year, and it's not telling us very soon. What is it soon? They should tell us when it's soon. Soon has no date. Soon can be 10 years time. So they should tell us. If Ubah has started, Dangote has also started. They keep handing this baton over. So I wish them good luck. Thank you.
Okay, I guess it's soon and very soon. This says, Canada, the same mafia that Dangote is referring are those who don't want our refineries to be fixed as they exploit the nation at the detriment of the poor masses. This one says, I weep for the innocent citizens of this country. If a big-time businessman can face this kind challenge from a group of cabal, I don't think there is hope. He said, the speech has made me understand that our refineries may not work. All right. Can I ask that question? What if it works? What if it works? What if? I still have, hope somewhere inside of me. What if it works?
Canada, good afternoon. This is Emmanuel. Canada, I'm shocked. Dangote is mentioning something like mafia and cabal against it. Allegedly, Dangote has been a mafia in some sectors in Nigeria through monopoly, through government help. So I still wonder how.
Sorry, where you are is very noisy, so I would have to step down that message, and let's look at this one. This is good afternoon, Chief Kate. Did the court set aside the order of the State High Court? If no, then use your feet and count your what did you write there? But Kelechi, thank you very much. Kelechi Kelmi Biko. This one says, what is on my mind is Why is Governor Sim not paying local government workers May salary? We're tired of waiting for our salary like the coming of Jesus Christ. I don't know. I don't know the true government, however, had not paid. Government will still tell us why the price of petrol will not come down much, as we all expecting. Like one of the caller just said, when Dangote Refinery was about to start, government was singing that when the refinery comes, things will ease off. But look at all the stories coming out today. Do you really think without a peaceful revolution things will get better in Nigeria? Frankly, and I like what you said, peaceful revolution. I'm all for peaceful revolution and no violence, but people keep mentioning Arab Spring and all of that was violent. All right.
Canada, good afternoon. My brother, don't be confused. Okojumbo is still the speaker.
Okay.
Why many people are confused is lawyers can come and say different things to suit them. You go into that matter today and look at what they said there. Everybody now is lawyer. And they will always, speak one English or the other to convince you. But to me, Okojumbo is still the speaker. And about refinery, Canada, in your station, let me start from January when we started to talk about this refinery matter. Every month, when the month comes to end, they will bring one thing and tell us a kind of a package for us to take into the new month. They've started again. To me, that is their tank farm. The minister for State for Petroleum, that is his tank farm where they are benefiting. If not, when you take your integrity that if the thing did not work so time, you will resign. You resign. But yeah, they will not resign. Next week, they'll come and talk on another thing again. That is their tank farm. They are benefiting from there. And there's cartel that don't want this refinery to work for them to get more money from the refinery. Right. Thank you, my brother. All right, have a nice weekend.
All right, thank you very much. I've got this one. Do I have enough time? Do I have enough? Okay, I'm just going to play this.
Good afternoon, Canada. Ubah Chima. Canada, I think I feel the statement of Dangote is very correct. If you look at over the years, IMF have been advising Nigeria on several things. Increased tax, remove subsidy. IMF had never one day advised Nigeria to fix their refinery and make it work. So that corroborates this statement of Dangote. I tell you. But it's unfortunate that one man is discovering this. A government in power who knew the importance of this very commodity called petrol should have made a frantic effort to ensure that this refinery work before this time. But look at the revelation that is coming up with. And I believe our leaders are aware of this. So they decided to play along the line to ensure that Nigeria keeps suffering without putting any measure to ensure that this refinery come on stream. But thank God for this revelation. So I tell you that the revelation of Dangote is absolutely correct. IMF advised Nigeria virtually on everything. Nigeria listened to them. But IMF had never one day tell Nigeria, fix your refinery. Let the refinery come on stream. Dangote is very, very correct. Thank you very much, Ubah Chima.
Said Dangote is very, very correct. All right, let's look at this one. Lolo from Bakana, greetings, Canada. The status quo is the position before the appeal was filed, which gives effect to the interlocutory orders of the court by the Honorable Justice Ifeanyi to the effect that the appellants and battle lawmakers should no longer parade themselves as members of the Riveted House of Assembly. So in summary, those interlocutory orders of Justice Wali still stands until whenever the appeal is determined. So the 20th of June is what, next week, Thursday. So let's mark our calendars. I like how everybody is interpreting. Everybody's of course entitled to their opinion. I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not even going to break my head on that one. But yeah, keep sending in your messages via WhatsApp 080903064116. I'll take it because for the next 5 or 4 minutes I'll be looking at the WhatsApp channel. This one says afternoon. Status quo simply means the situation at hand or the existing situation. So in the case of Rivers State Appeal Court position, The status quo is the last position of Rivers State High Court, that Master Namole leadership is illegal until the case is determined, period. DK. All right, a lot of people standing with that notion that it is illegal for Martin Ameole to parade himself as Speaker of the House, and also the 26 others as lawmakers pending the determination of the suit. Now, I should apologize to our Facebook viewers, those who are viewing live and who may have commented. So I'm going to Facebook in a jiffy now. Well, let's take this one. This one says, Canada, good afternoon. My name is Comrade Odiadi Godspire, positive from Ususu JK1. The power tussle in River State is the marketing estate. I plead with the judiciary to do the needful. This is what greeters cost in River State. All right. Thank you. I'm looking for comments on WhatsApp. Emmanuel Silvanus Oponia Vilbo said, what is confusing about the court judgment? Status quo very simply refers to the positions of everyone as at the time they approached the appeal court. As at the appeal, Okujumbo was the speaker, which Ameole went to challenge. It is simple as ABC. Okujumbo is the speaker, or Okujumbo's speaker is the status quo. Desmond Omar Duvier says the court said Martin's maintained status quo, apologies, which means the state of things prior to the controversy which is before it. And the state is that the declaration of Right Honorable Martins as the Speaker of the House by Honorable Justice Omotosho. Those adding the word present are only trying to sell a narrative that is outside the position of the court. My goodness, another interpretation, but you're entitled to your opinion as well. This one says, thank God ability to Ubah. Reserve my comment on Dangote's refinery for now. July is just a few weeks from now. Ifeanyi, Ubah, please, I beg you in the name of God, don't remind us of what we have forgotten. We are no longer interested in government-owned refinery because we are tired of hearing different stories. A few months ago, they told us that Port Harcourt Refinery would start operation. Canada's Port Harcourt Refinery started work. That'll be 2 weeks, never finish. And Sunday, thank God, Akandu says, good afternoon, man of the people. Oh, Sunday. I can't seem to find your message all of a sudden, I guess network issues. Peter Okpongeta says the refinery is going to work in a short possible time. It's not easy to uninstall and install, but for sure it will work very soon. This is not propaganda. All right, Peter. Okay, I want to believe. I hope it's indeed not propaganda, and I hope indeed. Let's see. So many people with different interpretations as to what the court is saying, but let's look at this one now.
Mr. Kalada, the cartel Dangote is accusing of being the cause of his petroleum supply delay. It's the same cartel is also being accused of preventing other people from coming into the cement manufacturing industry. The truth is that what goes around comes around. Many Nigerians have been clamoring, have been also accusing Dangote and two major others of being the cartel behind frustrating others who would come into the cement factory to crash the price of the cement. So Dangote should not cry as if he shouldn't share the crocodile tears.
All right, I think that's going to be my last take. This one says, dialogue without solution cannot be fruitful. Fares HK. And so many other messages, but I can take them all. I've got to step aside. Constance Mega will join us shortly to bring you the business update. Just stay tuned.
It's 4 o'clock.
And now the business news.
All right, welcome now to Business News. I